So usually at the end of every month, my captain has me look up the top 3 to 5 meta decks, and I have put this little video together on the 5 decks I think is meta in its current format. Okay, intro.
I'm just up in my sway, stay in my bag, I got plenty for days. Chief and that Zod don't come with no haze. Jewelry all on me, it wet like a tray. Addicted to pay, know all the steppers, no kidding to play. Look at my team, see all of us made. Came a long way for minimum wage. Ay.
What's going on, y'all? ME7 here, back with another video, and today we're gonna be discussing the top 5 decks that are meta in the current format. Before we start, be sure to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe because we're on the road to 1,500. All right, number 1, we have Gamma 1 and 2, Newfound Foes.
What did he say?
False information.
Snakest nigga in the room, but he claim he real. Brokest nigga in the room came for a happy meal. Young nigga flex like Goku, ain't flex and chill, Roku. Bring my little boy Mark. When he get out, we gon' stump you. I stay on my P's and Q's. I'm number one, no twos. Used to sleep in cold weather, now we live a little better. Now I got a little cheddar. Whatever I want about it, whatever I need, I got it. He count these big deposits.
Number 1, we have Super Saiyan Son Gohan, the results of fatherly training. Ever since this particular deck came out in green, it has been the most played green deck since the meta started, and there was a big percentage of that deck being played at the North America Regional not too long ago. Not only that, some people say that Green Cell, the Cell Ultimate deck is meta, but it's more of a rogue deck. I think Green Gohan is going to be around for a very long time, and I'm definitely looking forward to it getting more support in the future. Number 2, we have Ultimate Form Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza also had a big percentage when it came to the deck being played at the North America region. It was Green Sun Gohan and Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza it's just a powerful deck. I mean, it's been around since set 1. There hasn't been no ban list or erratas around it, which I'm glad. It continues to break barriers throughout the sets, and yellow continue to get more support, and that yellow support is able to be teched in into Golden Frieza. Now, some people enjoy the Golden Frieza swap version, but I think Ultimate Form Golden Frieza still is the cake, and it's a deck that adapts to every single meta, and with the yellow cards being teched in, so it helps the deck a lot. But Green Gohan and Golden Frieza were the two most were the two most played decks at the North American Regional from what I saw on the Facebook Dragon Ball page. And I'm glad it's still around, honestly. Number 3, we have Super Saiyan Vegeta Fighting Instincts. Ever since the start deck came out, just like Golden Frieza, some of the yellow cards you use in that deck can also be teched in this deck. Being able to tap 1 to play Son Goku Vegeta, Ultimate Duel, the Zenkai Vegeta card that just basically blows up the field. And yellow have so much support. There's a lot of powerful yellow cards you can tech into this deck for it to work. And it's an aggro deck. It's like an aggro mid-range stalled out yellow deck because it works. You follow what Vegeta wants, and if that makes sense, you know, when you play against Super Saiyan Vegeta Fighting Instincts, you're going on their program. They're not going on yours. So that's something I had to learn going against my teammate Leo. It's a powerful deck. It's going to be around for a very long time. It's still top events, and I think people are sleeping on it, but it still can do as much damage. Number 4, we have Son Goku and Vegeta Tag Team Hell. I think people realize that yes, Blue Yellow Gogeta is good, Aegis is good, but you could definitely remove it right with the right cards. Most cards that says remove this card knowing barrier or bounce this card back knowing barrier, that kind of slows the deck down, but it still puts in the work with its Aegis ability. Being able to go into the Z Awakening and go into the Gogeta is definitely a power boost, and then of course this SCR does put in work. It's a 40k blocker, and it doesn't have deflect, but his Aegis is really strong. And then the fact that the deck lets you send cards from your drop to your warp, then discard cards from your hand to the drop when you're activating Aegis, which is good because now they have more access to the energy in there. And number 5, we have Super Saiyan Son Gohan and Super Saiyan Son Goten Brothers. So Go Bro's been making the rounds recently, and people been understanding how the deck works. Some say, I was reading like just Discord messages and stuff, and some say it is Rogue, but it could be the next best green deck next to Super Saiyan Son Gohan. The results of Farley training. However, you could still use some of the same, a lot of the generic green cards that you need and that you use in Son Gohan Farley training. You can also use those in Go Bros. The only difference is that with the new leader, Go Bros let you play a 1-drop Son Gohan, Son Goten, and Rest Mode, and then you want to actually stop that play because you actually make them tap out, tap energy if they don't get their once per turn free play. But other than that, this goal is to play that, and then they go into the EX Evolve, then they have their Family Kamehameha, and then they still have the green cards that make you drop cards from hand. So they're doing pressure on you, and they're making you drop cards, and that's something you need to be on the lookout for. Well, that's my top 5 leaders that I think are meta in the current format. I would say I want to add BT20 Android 21. That's another candidate. I should have had just replaced that with Go Bros. Maybe because I just see Go Bros making the rounds and stuff, and people are starting to pick up on the deck. But what are your top 5 leaders that you think are meta in this current format? Let me know in the comments. I'm ME7. Have a great day, and remember, the Lord loves you. Bye.
Most relevancy held within these walls.
Wait, before you go, make sure to follow EvanU7 on Instagram at EvanU7Glover. Bye.
And this bitch going crazy.